started. Welcome to the session number 39 of Davos Experience in Tokyo. My name is Yoko Ishikura. I have been hosting this series over the past 3 years and a half or so. So this is the 39th session, which means that we have been going on for over 3 years. And this evening we're very happy and we're very grateful for LiveNet, who has sponsored this session and by providing this place, and it's very comfortable, and it's Friday evening, so I assume that none of you have dates, unfortunately. I do appreciate your coming here, so this must have beaten the date that you were originally going to do. So I'm not saying that you don't have any dates, but we're talking about social safety net, and having somebody to date with is a part of the social safety net. So probably you could start thinking about how to design yours. What I would like to do today is that I'll do a little bit of an introduction, and I'll talk a little bit about what's going on in the world, because that has, I think, made the need for a social security safety net even more important, particularly for you to design your own. And by the way, who are from the LiveNet? Okay, these are the people from LiveNet. So if you need some help, I think they can help you. And how many of you are here for the first timers, other than those who are from LiveNet? Okay, quite a few. Okay, good. Fine. Let's see. I just came back from British Columbia last night. And because, well, I was on vacation, supposed to be, because it's much cooler there, and it's very crisp, supposed to be, but the weather has not been that great, and it's been very cold there. And we just had, I think, about 3 days, which was very clear. Usually I spend July, August in British Columbia, and as a matter of fact, I'll explain later on, one of my items that are offered at auction is spend a few days in British Columbia, and we'll have 2 people coming over in about 2 weeks or so to spend some days with me there. And but what it is that when you're outside of Japan, you get exposed to a lot of different kinds of news, particularly from like Europe and also from the U.S. Because Canada is so close to U.S., we pick up a lot of shows from U.S. And as you may know, the Republican National Convention was held this past week, and so I watched some of that, and I was just surprised, or I was a little bit bothered, very much bothered. Let's put it that way, because the keynote speakers were not anyone that has been very famous among the Republicans. We didn't have any past presidents. We didn't have any presidential candidates such as Mitt Romney there, because they really didn't like to support Donald Trump. And most of the speeches or the presentations were essentially talking about how much they hate Hillary Clinton. I would say very few of them talked anything about supporting Trump. So that's a little bit too much. And it seems like that they vote for Trump simply because they don't want Hillary Clinton to become a president. And I'm not really sure whether that's very healthy or not. If you hate somebody and you don't want somebody to be president, so that's why you don't you vote for somebody else. And as a matter of fact, I just came off from the meeting with the board member of the World Economic Forum in Davos, and we were talking about what's going on in the rest of the world, and what do we plan to do at the annual meeting in Davos in January. And I'm a member of the Japan Davos Committee, together with Mrs. Ogata and Dr. Kurokawa and Mr. Takenaka, and we just got together and talked about some things, what's going on in the world. And what Philip, who is from the World Economic Forum, said that Japan and Canada are the only countries among the G7 countries where the political scene, landscape is quite stable. Because they're going to have the election in France as well as in Germany, in the US. So we don't know what's going to happen in any one of these things. And there is a lot of populist type of movement throughout the world. And it's partly because the fourth industrial revolution has been going on. So that means a lot of uncertainties. The technological progress is underway. At the same time, we have so much fear, so to speak, as to, are we going to lose a job? What is AI going to do? So when there are lots of uncertainties, the populist takes charge. And I think that's what's going on throughout the world. And so the Brexit is one of the examples. And the role of media has become much more important. So what I'm saying is that when the world is so full of uncertainties, and we really don't know what is going on throughout the world, we really need to think about designing our own social security, social safety net. Because the government is unstable, so we don't know who's going to be the leader of our country, except Japan. We are sort of stable for a little while. We don't know what's going to happen in Tokyo, but that's pretty much, in terms of the head of the state, that's pretty stable. So that's sort of background of why we really want to talk about the social safety net today. But let me start off with the question to you. Some of us come across with the incident or the event that we never expected, we never predicted. What are the kind of things, or the events, or the incidents that you came across that you never expected? Think about I'm pretty sure you have had some experiences of, I never thought this would happen to me, but it did. So think about some examples of that kind of things. You can think of anything. Think about it in about 2 minutes and explain to the other members of your group. Is the question clear? Okay. It's one of those things that's so big, I never expected it, but it did happen. I think the earthquake, even though we sort of assumed it would happen sooner or later, but we really didn't think that would happen. And we never thought that the nuclear stations will undergo that much of a trouble. So those are the kinds of things that you really didn't expect, but it did happen. So, and I don't want you to think about the earthquake or something bigger, but something that has happened to you in the past, in the recent past, probably. Are you ready? Okay. Share your unexpected event with the other members of your group first. We'll do a little bit of sharing, and then we'll ask Goki Omata to do the presentation. He represents LifeNet. So before that, let's do a little bit of sharing. LifeNet, to explain the sort of the background of this social safety net. So thank you.
Thank you, Ichikawa-san. Hello, everyone. My name is Goki Omata, and I belong to Sales Planning Division. Is it correct? Actually, this is the first time to express my division in English. And when I decided to be a sponsor of this event, Ishikawa-sensei told me that pick up one person to make a presentation here, And I thought, okay, Iwase-san, our president, our shacho. And I asked him to and he said, okay. So I sent an invitation. I tried to send the invitation for him, and on his schedule, very long-term business trip. So this is why I speaking here. So social safety net. This sounds very difficult and very contains many meanings. But today I want to see this from the financial aspect, and this is our social safety net consists of these three types of establishment. What given by government and companies and the communities. From the financial aspect point of view, government provides like social securities, like pension, welfare, many things. And these 70 years, we dependence on that government is so huge for us. And on the other hand, companies like insurance or other things have some laws, and the community is like that. But as you know, this is the transition of social security expenses, and so because of the aging society, we cannot expect the government to pay enough security for us anymore. So we have to think about these two products, and the LifeNet is has a kind of a role as one private company, I think. So let me introduce our company. LifeNet is founded 8 years ago, and the concept is returning to original purpose of life insurance, so mutual support. This is a keyword for today, I think, and comprehensible and cost competitive and convenient.
What do you mean
Mutual is 相互扶助 in Japanese. So insurance is the kind of the system, like gathering the money from mutual huge members and pay it for someone when he or she has some trouble. So like mutual means that. Okay. So LifeNet is a very newy company, insurance company, and so here's 3 points of the Japanese life insurance market, and market is so huge, and but has huge inefficiencies, and but here there is many opportunities to make a change. Okay, firstly, market. Japanese life insurance market is so huge. Actually, this is a 40 trillion Japanese yen market, and so 40 trillion market, and now about 90% of Japanese household is have some policies of life insurance. So huge market, and huge efficiencies. This from 2003 to 2015, Japanese the income of Japanese people is decreasing, but amount of the premium of life insurance is the almost same. So this is very very big burden for families, or especially for the young people. And but here is very opportunities to make a changes. So one of the change is a deregulation, or and change of consumer needs. So because of the change of lifestyle or sense of value, there is many kinds of needs and to make a market. So Lifenet is a company who has the online sales channel as a main sales channel, and so online life insurance company. And this is the trend of sales channel and the preferred sales channel in the future. So from the 2009 to 2015, this is the actual data. This is a whole sales data in life insurance market. And for example, on 2009, 2.9% of the person who purchased the life insurance policy from the online insurance channel, but this is a preferred sales just channel in the future as of that 2015. So about 9% of the people who had plan to buy life insurance by life insurance from the online channels. So this is we have a very high growth potential here, but the actual share is only 0.2% now, but we have the chance and we have potential here. So and this is a recent news of LifeNet. Actually, I am in charge of this activity. Last November, we started this service. Traditionally, a typical Japanese life insurance company have not allowed to customers to their same-sex partners as have not allowed to a person who has different sex partner, same-sex partners. So dosei aisha, to assign their partners as financially of their life insurance. So we changed the system and started the service to enable that. And like this example, the lifestyle or the way of people living is very changing, like this LGBT or the increase of the single parents, or the person who does not get married in their life. So typical lifestyle or typical way of living does not exist anymore. So we have to change the way of thinking about the typical lifestyle itself, and so we have to rethink about the safety net for the citizen. So I think community community has the potential to adopt the diverse lifestyle. How many of you know Moai system in Okinawa or Amami area? Or one? Two. Okay. Moai. Actually, my mother is from Okinawa, so I know this. And my grandma is still using this system actually. Moai is a kind of the peer-to-peer lending system since 18th century. For example, someone there is when there is someone who want to start your own business, but he has not enough money, so they make a Moai. Moai is a kind of group to fundraise money. So when you make a Moai with a 5%, so they pay some money, like for example 30,000 yen. So the person who want to start a business receive the amount of the money, gathered money as a first, and the next month the person who picked up received the gathered money. Like so, people in Okinawa have this kind of fundraising system for long years. Do you follow me? Okay. So, and we have another opportunity to make or find your community. For example, here is examples. For example, living style is changing. We have in these 5 years, shared house for single parent is increasing so rapidly, or Japanese style retirement community is spreading, and Ishikawa's case is the most famous case. So and we can find your community via social media, or you can find a person who has the same hobbies, or matching their need, some who has something to fulfill your needs, like you can find through these C2C services. So this is a wrap-up. Government and companies and communities are components of your social safety net, especially financial aspect. And these 7 years, the role of the social security provided government has changed, has been huge. But we need to change this ratio. So we have to think about how to redesign your social safety net. And the lifestyle and sense of value are changing and becoming diverse. And typical lifestyle doesn't exist anymore. So let's think about a new way to think or design your social safety net. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, any questions? Okay, well, we have quite a few people from LiveNet here, so if you have some questions, they can ask them. Now it's time for you to work, and we have at least two ideas, two topics. One of them is that how do you design your social safety net? What are the elements of it for you, and how do you design it so that you can have a life of the kind of lifestyle that you would like to have? I think you mentioned that the government and other sort of safety net does not quite cover the people such as single household or those who are not married or who don't have kids or whatever. They are designed for the standard kind of household, which really doesn't exist. I mean, we still have some, but the ratio is very small. So a lot of people, particularly those who live in the cities, either they live, by themselves, or they may not choose to get married legally. So those are the kinds of things that you might want to think about. So if you want to lead that kind of lifestyle, you need to design your own social safety net. At the same time, even though you lead this fairly typical representative lifestyle, you still want to design your own. And you can't really, I don't think it's a good idea to depend upon the government, because government has so much debt anyway. And we don't know with these populist movement and so forth, we don't know how stable it's going to be, particularly for the constitutional reform may be taking place. And so we don't know what's going to happen. So those are the kinds of things. And another is that suppose you can pick your groups can pick any particular example of, single household. How do you design? Or what are the kind of things that you would design for this particular person? So you can think of your friend, or you can think of your sort of people who you know, whether that's same-sex marriage or not same-sex marriage per se, but if the partners live together and they are from the same sex. Well, what would be their social safety net, and how do you design it? Okay? And another example, is there any single parent in this group? I know quite a few single parent. Probably you're too young for that. But some of the mother and the child type of household, we have quite a few of those. So you can think of the single parent household and what are the elements of social safety net for them. How do you design it? Okay? So let's just, I'm going to go for pretty arbitrarily selection. These groups, these three, will work on your own design, your own social safety net. And this group is going to work on single household, which is pretty similar to the others. And this group is going to be doing for the same-sex partners. And the third group will think about the single parent. What are the elements that you would need? And when we talk about social safety net, that includes not only the financial safety net, but you need some community that you can deal with. I know a lot of elderly single household suffers from depression simply because they have no contact. They don't have any community to go out, and they need some help, but they are pretty much isolated, and that does happen. So something like that can be you can think of the elements of that. So even for these groups, you can assume, okay, suppose I am 65 and single. What kind of social safety net would I need? And you can design that. So you can do it for yourself, but you can do it for your current yourself or future yourself. Either one of the two. Okay, so each group can decide which one you would like to do and go with that. And we will spend about 45 minutes or so in your group, and then we will ask each group to report back. And if you haven't done that, probably because you are sitting together, introduce yourself very quickly to the other members of the group and then get into the discussion. If you need any help from Goki-san, just wave and get his help. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, good.